Hello and welcome to Cattlemen to Cattlemen. I'm Kevin Ochsner. Being a leader in the nation's oldest and largest cattle industry organization takes dedication, as Tennessee producer Jennifer Houston has proven over the years. She has served in multiple roles, including the 2017 Vice President of NCBA. She's here now to share some insight on what it's like to be a volunteer leader. Jennifer, thanks so much for joining us again.
Thank you for having me.
Tell folks just a little bit about your background in the cattle industry and your family's operations there in Tennessee.
My husband and I own and operate a family-owned livestock market in Sweetwater, Tennessee. We also run a lot of stocker cattle, and we feed a lot of cattle in the panhandle of Texas and in that area. I grew up on a cattle and hog farm in West Tennessee, graduated a degree in animal science, met my husband, didn't go back home, but went into the marketing business.
That's fantastic, and I've been very active ever since. So tell us this, you've been very involved in the policy side of the organization. What's it like and what insights have you gained?
I think the biggest thing is that we have people working for us every day. Luckily, we have a fully staffed DC office, and we had a wonderful opportunity this year with the new administration, and thank goodness we had that many people in place because we had that many issues to deal with. So that makes me feel really good as a cattleman back home in Tennessee that these folks are working for me every day on Capitol Hill.
And you all did have some great wins this last year. What are some of the priorities for 2018?
Well, we're going to continue. First of all, Farm Bill's coming up. That's always a big thing. We want to continue to have our conservation title and things such as that we have in it. We really want to work for this foot and mouth disease bank. We need a robust disease bank in case we ever have that problem. Endangered species continues to be a big deal. Public lands, working with our agencies and everything to allow our public ranchers to really do their thing. So we have a lot of things going on in DC as well as in the rest of the industry.
Jennifer, you also served as chairman of the Federation of State Beef Councils. I know we've asked you this before on the show, but why do you think it's so important in terms of the partnership, the state and national partnership that occurs with the Federation of State Beef Councils?
Oh, I think it's just imperative. You know, all of us out there, Tennessee, cattle number wise, we have a good number. We're not one of the larger beef belt states, and there's states smaller than us, and then there's lots of states that have more cattle than people. If we didn't work together, and we've been doing that since 1962 as a beef industry council, we couldn't get the things accomplished because we can work together for all the things that are in common and do our own thing for things that are just applicable to the state. So it's really sort of economies of scale as well as that exchange of information and ideas from state to state.
One last question. You spent an enormous amount of time, and I can't think of the miles you've traveled in these volunteer positions. Why do you do it?
Well, I think it's long family history of being involved. My father-in-law was the executive director of the Tennessee Livestock Association back then. My dad was in ag policy, and I was told from little folks that nobody's going to tell your story for you. Nobody's going to do it for you. And luckily, I've had a situation and a family situation that allowed me to do this kind of travel. And it's just something I'm passionate about. But we've got to tell our own story, whether you're at home or whether you're able to do it on a volunteer basis.
We're blessed by your involvement. Thank you so much for all the time you spent.
Thank you.
The cattle industry needs a strong voice in our nation's capital, and that takes all of us working together. Stand with Jennifer and other members of NCBA by joining today. It's easy to sign up. Just call 1-866-233-3872 or visit the website ncba.org.